Yes, Discover. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Whoa, whoa, whoa. We discover now. We done discovered some stuff, haven't we? Walking through our neighborhoods, trying to better ourselves. The only way to better ourselves is to know what our neighborhood is about. What it represents, what it's telling the people, and how the people react. And in certain neighborhoods, you will see certain morals that represent what the neighborhood and the community probably wants to see. But it could affect you and it could affect me if we don't represent what they want to see. Because what I want to see is me moving forward. What I want to see is change. I don't want to see the same, the life that leads to death. I've seen a lot of that. We know a lot of that. But do you know change? Or will they allow you to change? Because they only want to accept the things that they are aware of. The things that are their safety net, that they don't know how to let go of. And sometimes there's more to what's going on. There's more factors if you continue to see and look and find. You'll learn a lot about your community and what it represents. Sometimes it becomes a falsehood for others, depending upon the 1% and the 99%. Depending upon the 70% of people who believe in what they want to believe in and want to represent, versus the 30% of people who actually want to go out there, make change, see change, visualize change, because change needs to be made. Things don't stay the same. In order for you and I to grow, there has to be change. So as I continue to go on this journey and learn of many things and see many things and experience many things, I begin to see the community. And a lot of us has begun to work in our community, but we don't really know our community until our community starts to show itself in other factors, in other ways. And what I see today could just be a pick for me, but for somebody else who community lies in the places where they worship darkness and do things that doesn't help the community but tear it apart. Have you seen? Have you been there? Now, I've worked in my community, but not until I was tested, because you're going to be tested by others when they see your great work. This lady is good at what she does. She can get this person out this situation. She's good. And you will be tested. You will be tested. But chosen, you are among the elite, the real elite, to make a way. Because to be the elite, you bring up. You are elite because you bring up. You don't tear down. A lot of people get it confused. I'm the elite. I'm untouchable. What I'm worried about, you cannot touch me. I am the elite. I am untouchable. And when they begin to feel and see the true meaning in that, you will begin to see your enemies come towards you. They start to try to come towards the things that you possess. Even in high positions, because they have that level of getting to people who probably control your money. But these are lessons that you as a chosen one, you have to know. Because how are you going to help and better the community? How are we going to tear down those fake elites? The one claiming to be the elite, because an elite don't have to claim what she is. She is, he is what they are. I don't have to tear you down. I am superior. I have made my mark, and my mark will continue to be made. And nobody can stop that. No judge, no lawyer, no police officer, and definitely no church pastor. Because we all are human, and we all have a calling. And once you get past knowing the fact that we all have a calling, then I don't have to, all that's in God's hands. I don't have to touch you. All I gotta do is live my life to the best of my ability. And sometimes the best of my ability will be removing somebody from where you at, because if I don't remove that person, then you affect me. Because that person sees me, needs me, talk to me, say, I need your help. Because I be trying to get out of a situation, but they won't let me get out. They won't let me leave. And I'm trying to leave. And so, because the people have seen your greatness and your capabilities, they're going to start to put you in that perspective. They're going to start to wonder who you are. They're going to test you like they're testing that person. But you can't be tested, not that easily. I can't be taken down. Because you have achieved. If you have achieved, you have helped others achieve. Now the fight is against you, because you're going to a different what? An outer experience than what everybody has experienced around you. And that's the elite experience. And they feel you. They know you coming. And they're trying to knock every door and close it, lock it, nail it down. They're trying to. By trying to destroy your reputation. But your reputation can't be destroyed, because you already made what you made. You was already classified as helping others, as getting them from point A to point B. Look, I'm no longer in these streets. I'm working. I got a job. I got work to do. And you got others there. And now the people are going to question you. Now you're going to be tested, because you did something unexpected. You got them away from the enemy that wanted to keep them in the streets. So you're going to be tested in all avenues, because don't forget, they can't do it alone. They cannot do it alone. They need somebody. And that's one thing you're going to learn. So you're going to the elite, to the outer experience that a lot of people around you can't experience, because they're not that chosen. You feel it, you know it, you gotta talk it, you gotta walk it, and you gotta let them know. And while you walking and talking, they still gonna try to take you down. But the message today is, don't fall down. Don't you fall down. And I'm literally saying, don't you fall down. Because if I fall, guess what? I'm gonna hurt myself. So you gotta stay up. You gotta keep the attitude up. Strengthen your attitude. Strengthen your willpower. Don't worry about what you see, because what you can see could be erase overnight. We've seen it. It can either go through an earthquake, a storm. Trust me, it can happen. What you worry about? What you worry about? Enjoy the fact that you got eyes on you. They on you for a reason. They want to know how you move, where you getting the resources from, and most of all, how you surviving. We're not helping her. How's she surviving? Because they're not the only help. They're not the only way. You're not the only one to make it. And the same way them people made it to the outer source of the elite, you will make it. But don't fall down. Don't fall into the characteristics of loneliness, self-pride. A lot of people got self-pride. Oh, they want you to think you got self-pride. You don't have self-pride. That's your confidence. Build your confidence. Because they're going to want to tear you down. So your confidence got to be 100%. You got to know you. You got to feel you. And once you know you and feel you, who can disrupt what they can feel? I know my confidence. I know my strength. And that's what they're going to try to tear down. Don't fall into the destruction. And the point is to tear you down, to make you lose, once again, confidence in yourself. Don't become prideful. A lot of people become prideful because they see themselves going through. And other people will call you prideful. You know you're not prideful. You're walking in confidence. Because I got the confidence. I know what I'm dealing with. I'm dealing with the dark that don't want to see me, see the light. They've been making money for centuries in the darkness. But when you make it in the light, the fight is even harder. Because you're taking from them. You're taking eyes off of them. And now you're putting eyes on you. And people want to know what you about. What you got going on. Why is your walk different and your talk different from everybody I've seen before? Why you could walk and look like that and still be accepted? How's that possible? How's it possible that you can change from regular street clothes to a suit in 3 hours and give a message that is unbelievable to the ones who hear it? They can't believe that's not of your character, but it is. It's always been me. But my enemy has been trying to hide through selfish gain. So don't become of self-pride. That's the most thing. And to identify self-pride, thinking that we know we do everything on our own, go off our capabilities. Or being self-prideful is thinking that you don't need anybody to help you along the way. You're going to need help along the way. You can't do it by yourself. But the first thing, you're doing it by yourself. You're accomplishing what you need to accomplish. Because you know the know-how. And once you know how to do it, who can stop you? And being self-prideful comes in when you think you don't need anyone. And everybody's thinking, oh, she's doing it alone, she's doing it alone. That's not the walk. The walk is you do it till you have mastered what you need to master in understanding. So when I ask somebody something, at least I've mastered enough to understand. I'm not going to be used. What I know, they're not going to rob from me. What I know. Do you understand? And with that knowledge, you take it on and you move on and on and on, and you don't stop. You keep moving. You keep striving. But do not become full of self-pride. That's the message today. A lot of people are going to say, oh, she's so prideful, he's so prideful. No, you're not. You are aware for stop. Because at this time in time, I cannot trust anyone. Because I know you're not for me. You're looking at me. You want my ideas. You probably took my ideas in the past, but you can't take them now because of the knowledge I received and how to protect what I know. Because I'm going to an outer source of the elite. An outer source of the elite. Say it again. An outer source of the elite. And don't let nobody take that from you. Until next time, be as discover, be strong, and don't let self-pride get in your way. Until next time, I'll see you.